Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miss Esports presented by Legion by Lenovo, the social platform that aims to help girls who want to establish themselves within esports, whether as a streamer or a content creator or even as a professional player. Today we have two unique special guests that are into gaming and they're quite very competitive, mostly FPS games, and I'm very excited to introduce them. First, I'm gonna introduce Joyce.
Hi, my name is Joyce. My gamer tag is known as Lele as well. So I play many games from CSGO to Call of Duty, Apex Legends, you name it.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
these are my favorite games actually. And as well, we have a streamer and a very professional Apex Legends player. Wolfie, how are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good,
My name is
good.
PSN WolflyX. I'm a streamer on YouTube and Twitch, and I'm a competitive gamer. I participate in as many tournaments as I can, but my main focus is Apex and Call of Duty.
So we're really excited to have you both girls here, and we're gonna talk about Apex Legends, which mainly focusing on the new season that came out. And honestly, people are going crazy over the new season, especially those new additions that we're gonna talk about in details. But stay tuned for more info about Apex Legends.
So the new season recently got released. How do you like it?
I actually like it a lot. It's really interesting. What I do like about it in specific is the fact that it was released on the 1-year anniversary of Apex Legends, which I think is really cool. And because it was released on the 1-year anniversary, they added a lot of stuff that celebrates the anniversary of the game and the fact that it reached 1 year. And I think that's really great.
So are there any new changes in the map, or have they nerfed any gun or removed any guns in the map? I mean, in Apex?
They've nerfed and buffed a few guns. There are 2 changes in the map, which I would really like to talk about. And I'm going to begin with that one first. So as we know it, the map for now, and since kind of like the beginning of Season 3, was World's Edge. And it still is currently World's Edge. They did change it a little. They added a new part to the map called Harvester. It is a big building, really long. It kind of represents, it doesn't represent, but it kind of is very similar to the Wraith building that we had back during the Voidwalker event in Apex Legends. And it has a big beam shooting out of it, similar to that one. I'm not sure what it represents. They haven't mentioned it yet, or why it's there, why it's happening. They didn't mention anything like that, but it's just there. Also, another change to the map, which I'm not sure why it happened, but it just did. It's also really exciting because it happened to Capital, which is a place where a lot of players drop in. It's a hot spot for players to get kills and just boost up their characters, which is called Capital. A lot of you know that. Some of you that don't play Apex might not know that, but it is basically the skull town of World's Edge. And they split that map into two.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and there's like a whole lava thing between, I'm not sure why. Also, about the weapons, I'd like to talk about the new bolt action sniper rifle. There is a new sniper rifle, which is pretty great. It does a lot of damage, headshot, body shots. It's really interesting because they have, the last sniper that they added wasn't similar to this one. In fact, it was very different and very useless. But we do have the Sentinel now, which does charge up with a shield battery. For those of you that don't know what it is, it's actually a healing item in the game. And it works very similar to a legendary sniper within the game called the Kraber, which I think is pretty cool.
So are there any changes in the Legends?
Actually, yeah, they did buff one of our old Legends, our on-release Legends. From the very beginning. His name is Bloodhound. Some of you might know him, some of you might not know him, but basically his ultimate has been buffed, and every time he kills someone, he gets more time added. And for those of you that don't know what his ultimate is, it's basically a digital threat kind of thing where he sees everything in black and white, and he sees all the enemies highlighted in red. And every time he gets a kill, he gets more time added to it.
So has there been any new loot around the map? How is it?
Actually, yes. They did add sniper ammo, so we don't have to go around looking for separate ammos for our snipers. There is just one ammo right now that is called the sniper ammo, obviously. And it works for all snipers in the game, including the new one called the Sentinel.
Right. So I saw that there was a teaser released about Forge.
Yeah.
So Like, what do you think about it?
Actually, in the beginning, they did tease a character called Forge, showing that he is going to be the new legend in the Apex games, and a lot of people did believe that. I was one of the people that believed that, but a few days later, they released a trailer where he was killed by Revenant, which is the new legend right now. The reason why he was killed was said to be because Revenant wanted to be in the Apex games, and he was jealous because Forge got his place. So he just killed Forge, and he got into the games.
So are there any changes in the rank mode, like the penalties?
Actually, that's the last thing I want to talk about. I'm so glad that you asked. There is a penalty now for people that disconnect mid-game in a ranked game. This is for the more competitive players. So if you're not a competitive Apex player that plays ranked, you probably don't want to listen to this, but there is a penalty now, unfortunately. You get a loss forgiveness 2 times, and if you exceed that, you get lost points, probably a ban, temporary ban or something like that. But they can now detect if you've disconnected on purpose or dashboarded, for those of you that don't get what I'm saying. So now that I've told you about the new season, are you excited to play?
Yes, I am. And since I'm a casual player and they've added the new penalty, so I'd like to actually be more competitive now. So.
I mean, honestly, these changes are quite amazing. I played the game long time ago, and I stopped midpoint because they weren't doing any changes. But now that they've introduced so many stuff in the new legend, oh my god, I just want to play it. I really want to play with you girls, but I don't know if boys are allowed.
No boys.
No boy
boys.
gamers policy. Gamer girls
I'm
only.
sorry, boys. It's only
Okay,
girl gamers.
it's
But
fine.
you can stream and watch, you know.
You can watch us
Okay.
on stream.
Yeah.
I'll just watch them. Well, that's it for us today. That was the episode. That was great stuff, great insight into Apex Legends new season. Girls, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being a part of this show. And I'm really looking forward to see you both play. I don't know how good you, but you're really sad. You're like extremely good. So thank you again. And thank you for tuning in to Miss Esports presented by Legion by Lenovo. And see you, girls and boys, in the next episode.
See you.